Today we're setting up and using the McGraw 20-gallon air compressor, so let's get right into it. Right out of the box, you're going to want to place the compressor on a flat, stable surface. You'll simply add the two wheels. I used a 17mm ratchet wrench on the inside, and I used an 18mm ratchet on the outside to hold that bolt in place while I tightened it. After that, you can screw in the air filter here, and then add the oil. That's pretty much it. So setup is very easy and takes about 5 minutes. I also like that they've posted directly on the tank which tools will likely work best with this compressor, so it takes the guesswork out of it and you know that your tool is likely going to be perfectly safe. After that, maintain at least 12 inches of clearance around all sides and don't operate it in an enclosed or unventilated area. Let's take a look at some of the main components. We have the tank pressure gauge. This shows internal tank pressure. We have the regulated pressure gauge, which shows pressure delivered to the tool that you're using. The regulator knob, which adjusts that output pressure. The red power switch, which toggles the unit on and off. The quick connect coupler, this connects your air hose. And you have a drain valve down here at the bottom. This releases the condensation buildup in the tank. The SCFM that you see here stands for standard cubic feet per minute. So 4 SCFM at 90 psi means the compressor can deliver 4 cubic feet of air per minute when the air pressure in the system is at 90 psi, which is pounds per square inch. This is just a standardized way to measure how much air volume the compressor can deliver under pressure. In this case, the typical operating pressure is for air tools. Most pneumatic tools like impact wrenches, air ratchets, paint sprayers, and nail guns have a required SCFM at a certain PSI. You need a compressor that can meet or exceed that demand to avoid tool stalling or working weakly, your compressor running constantly to catch up, or reduce tool performance and overheating. Connect to the air hose by pulling back the coupler's collar and inserting the male end of the hose until it clicks. You need to release the collar to actually lock it. Attach the other end to your air tool using the exact same method. Just about all air tools operate like this. Now it says plug the cord into a grounded outlet and to avoid using extension cords, and this is to prevent voltage issues. But that's nearly impossible. Everybody knows once you're on a job site, you're probably going to need an extension cord, but just know that it's recommended not to and to actually plug it directly into a 3-prong grounded outlet. The recommended oil is 30 WT non-detergent compressor oil. Definitely don't use motor oil or engine oil. You can check the oil level via the sight glass. Add the compressor oil if needed, and you need to keep the level between these markers. After that, flip the switch to on and the compressor will start to build pressure until it reaches 135 psi. You'll adjust your tool pressure using the regulator knob. You can turn it clockwise to increase, counterclockwise to decrease the PSI. And most air tools operate at about 70 to 90 PSI, and you'll always want to check those tools because the tools will have directly on them, or they should, the recommended PSI for that tool to operate effectively. Once you've got it connected, it's ready to go. I'll demonstrate the nail gun here on a board, and as you can see, it operates at about 90 PSI, and that brad nail goes perfectly into the board. It sinks just below the surface in that wood, which is exactly what you want if you're using a brad nailer, because you're going to want to cover that up. After using, you're going to want to drain the tank to remove any moisture that's left in the bottom. Shut off the compressor, unplug it, open the drain valve at the bottom of the tank. This allows any water and any remaining air to escape, and then you'll want to close the valve back. Bleed the remaining pressure from the hose in the tool. Coil the hose and store it in a safe spot. As I mentioned earlier, it delivers 4 SCFM at 90 psi. You're going to want to make sure that your tools stay within that range. And for tools that need higher demands, use it in short bursts or just upgrade to a bigger unit. But that's it. Operation is incredibly easy, it's effective, it's safe. So overall, I hope this was helpful. Reach out anytime with questions or concerns, and as always, have a great day.